What is up YouTube? Pete here from the Sunday Drive. Today we're going to show you how to get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay to work on your ATOTO head unit. We're going to also be doing a quick run through of how Apple CarPlay works as well as Android Auto. If you're interested in learning how Apple CarPlay works, keep watching. And if you're interested in learning how Android Auto works, go ahead and skip to the time below. This is the dongle that you're going to need to purchase from ATOTO in order to get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to work in your vehicle. So the first thing you're going to need to do is look at the user manual that ATOTO provides you when you buy this device. If you look at number 2 on the preparations, there's a link where you can download the software that you need to install on your head unit. It's actually going to ask you for permission to download files. So allow Chrome to access your files, and it's called ATOTO.apk. That's going to go straight to your downloads folder. So go ahead and download that. And at the bottom, it says that it was downloaded, and you can open the folder that it went to. To manually get to the download folder on your head unit, ATOTO provides you with preloaded file manager. So go to there. We're going to go to internal storage and navigate to the download folder. As you can see, I only have one file in here, AutoKit.apk. Click that. And now it's going to ask you if you want to update or do a new installation, and go ahead and click install. All right, so now you can see that the application is installed. Once you open it, it will bring you to this menu. The instruction here is to please insert the product. So now this is where the dongle comes into play. If you plug the iPhone or Android phone directly into the head unit, it's not going to work. You still need this to interface with. So plug your phone in to one side, and now you're going to plug the male end of the USB port into the head unit, but you want to plug it in to the one that says easy connection. Now keep in mind, I have the ATOTO A6 Pro, but this should work for all ATOTO head units, definitely all of the A6 models. You can see how quickly the device connects when you plug it in. There you go, you can see Apple CarPlay is working on the phone, and I can control my phone on the head unit. So how Apple CarPlay works is the iPhone is actually doing all of the processing. The head unit is just mirroring what it gets. So it works very smoothly because the iPhone is doing all the heavy lifting. If you notice, when I open an app on the head unit, it actually opens on the phone too. So it's not running two independent apps. If I click on Now Playing, it brings it to my music app on my phone. Click the home button, bottom left. By tapping on Google Maps, you'll see that Google Maps also opens on my phone. And if I close out of Google Maps on my phone, it'll close it out on the head unit. The AutoKit APK actually also offers some other customizability. So if you click on this gear icon on the top left, you'll see that you have some options of how you would like the software to work. For instance, would you prefer compatibility, fluency, or speed? Right now I have it on compatibility mode. I've actually had it on fluency mode for a couple months now, and it works very well. For Android mode, you only have one option, Android Auto. And then you have the option for it to automatically start when you plug your phone in to the device. You can change the system icon from Siri to exit. I don't know what Siri actually looks like for this system icon, so we'll test that out now. Where will this Siri icon be? Oh, there it is. All right, this Siri icon here is new. So when you click on that, it'll launch Siri. But when that is not selected and it just says exit, you'll have an icon that replaces the Siri icon that says car. When you hit car, it takes you back to the home screen of the ATOTO. When you do have this setting enabled, to get to Siri, just hold down on the home button on the bottom left. This is the typical home button of the iPhone. And that will allow you to use Siri. Siri, launch Google Maps. And you can tell her to do whatever you want. Now, my truck does not have steering wheel controls, so we haven't been able to test this theory out, but you should be able to activate Siri using those controls. We're going to be doing another video with a newer ATOTO head unit that has Apple CarPlay built into it in our friend's Dodge Ram that is equipped with steering wheel controls. So be sure to click on the link above when we add that to this video, or check out our channel to find that video when we upload it for more information. Now that model number is the SA102. This is the ATOTO A6 Pro. They each have their pros and cons. This is a little bit more powerful, but if you're just looking for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the SA102 might be what you're looking for. So while we have Apple CarPlay running on the device, we might as well show you how Apple CarPlay works if you've never seen it before. As we said earlier, this is just mirroring what your phone is processing in the background. You have the ability to use your typical phone call capabilities. So call Cliff. So here you see it's making a phone call. This is Cliff's phone in the bottom corner. Boom. You have the ability to end the call, mute yourself, access a keypad, and also add other callers to this phone call. So we're gonna end that. The next app we can go to is music, obviously. Now, you can use your built-in music app if you're on an iPhone, and you can also access other music apps such as Spotify. Certain applications will kind of limit what you're capable of doing. In the case of Spotify, you can really only access playlists that already exist. So that limitation, by the way, is not of the head unit. That is actually for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But if you really want to use the search feature, you can have the passenger in your vehicle use your phone and search accordingly using the keypad. Next up, we have Google Maps. So once again, this is Google Maps running on my iPhone, so it'll run just as good as it would if I was using my phone for navigation. Google Maps, interestingly enough, does give you the ability to get to a keypad if you're not driving. Once you start moving though, it does limit that access. You also have recent searches, home, work, saved places, and you can navigate your way around the map, zoom in, zoom out. Now I probably have over 100 apps on my phone, and these are the only apps that are actually compatible with Apple CarPlay. Notice there's no Pandora. It's not because it's not compatible, it's actually just because I don't have that app. If we go to messages, it does give you some sort of limited access to your messaging. So for instance, it's asking if I'd like to compose a new message. I can just click on new message.
Who do you want to send it to?
And it'll ask me who I'd like to send it to. So send a message to Cliff.
What do you want to say?
I'm testing Apple CarPlay in my truck.
Your message to Cliff says I'm testing Apple CarPlay in my truck. Ready to send it?
And you can say, yes, send it. You can review it, change it, or you can just, boom.
Okay, it's
sent. Now when you get a response, you can see you get a notification banner across the top, and you can tap on that.
Ellen said, I know.
So there you go. When you get a new text message, Apple CarPlay will read it to you, and you can reply accordingly. Now, as you can see, Apple CarPlay doesn't have tons of settings, but it's very useful, and to be honest, I really love using it. This was a make or break feature on a new head unit. It had to be capable of using Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and so for that, thank you ATOTO for making it work so well. So now we're going to be showing you how Android Auto works on a Galaxy Note 8. Difference between Android Auto and Apple CarPlay is you actually have to download software onto your phone for Android Auto to work. Apple CarPlay is built directly into the iPhone. This is the home screen of Android Auto. So you'll have your music, your GPS, weather, and other recent information such as phone calls and text messages. If you look along the bottom, you have some quick access icons. You have the ability, when you click on the bottom toolbars, to choose which app is launched. For instance, when you click on the navigation, currently we're in Google Maps. If you have more than one navigation app, click on this arrow and you have the ability to switch between Maps and Waze. And now we're in Waze. For the phone call, this will bring you to a list of your favorites by default. I think we'll also have the ability to, right there, go to call history, as well as contacts, dial number, and missed phone calls and voicemail. So here you have access to a dial pad, just like you would have also on Apple CarPlay. If you click on the weather, nothing happens. If you click on the music icon, you can see Pandora is currently running, and you can switch between all of your other music apps and even Audible. So any compatible applications that you have installed on your phone will be shown in this list. In Pandora specifically, if you look, we have this menu up top, the burger menu. You have recent stations, playlist, artists, so they give you some abilities to choose what you want to listen to. And here's a list of all the recent channels that Cliff was listening to. So ladies, if you want to know the way to his heart, Halo Radio. Unlike the iPhone where you had to hold down on the little home icon on the bottom left here, Android Auto provides you with a microphone, so just tap that and you can give it voice commands such as call Pete D'Amico.
Calling Peter D'Amico, mobile.
There you go, Cliff's giving me a nice ring. Okay, so here we have connected to a phone call. Interesting thing is it says that Bluetooth is not connected, although we have made the phone call and Cliff's phone is connected to this head unit via Bluetooth and a wired connection to Android Auto. As you can see, Bluetooth is selected. Interesting thing about Android Auto is you need to have both a wired connection to the head unit for Android Auto to work, but you also need to have a Bluetooth connection so that you can make the phone calls. I'm not sure why Android does it this way, because Apple does not require you to have a Bluetooth connection when you're using Apple CarPlay. So you can see here on Cliff's screen, it says that his Bluetooth is connected to my ATOTO head unit, and that's allowing the audio to go from my microphone in my truck to the receiver. As far as we're concerned, this Bluetooth is not connected is an error because it does work properly. So there you go, that's a quick rundown of how Android Auto works on your head unit. Now, one cool feature that I really do like about Android Auto is the fact that you can run apps independently of one another. So you can launch apps on your phone that aren't launched on your head unit. For instance, if I click on navigation here, you can see that Google Maps is opened. Cliff is actually on YouTube on his phone right now. Now that's not something that you're able to do with Apple CarPlay, because if you have Google Maps open on your head unit, well, guess what? You also have it open on your phone. Here you can see that Cliff has pulled up a video on YouTube of us installing this exact head unit in my truck. So if you are interested in watching that, go and check that out. We did a full installation of how to do it with all the wiring for a Chevy Silverado. So if that's useful to you, be sure to check out the link in the description of the video. So there you go. This is how you get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay working in your truck with an ATOTO Android head unit. If you found this video to be helpful, please give us a big like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.